Kamala Harris has a lot of jobs. She's the border czar, voting czar, space czar. Kamala is a busy woman with a lot to do here in America. It makes us wonder, what's Kamala Harris doing in Africa? Well, the White House says she's there to strengthen our partnership with Africa. What does that mean? Today in Ghana, she went to a skate rink and a recording studio.
What is happening here is changing the way people kind of enjoy themselves.
And then Kamala talked about freedom and liberty.
As you have mentioned, we have had today, this afternoon, a wide-ranging discussion. We have discussed a number of important topics, including the importance of concepts and priorities such as freedom and liberty.
And then Kamala finally got to the real reason she's in Africa.
A lot of the focus of my trip on the continent during these next few days will be on increasing the relationship, in particular from U.S. private sector, for investment on the continent of Africa, knowing that it will generate prosperity to the benefit not only of the people on this continent, but the people in my country as well.
Prosperity for your country and prosperity for my country. But what does Africa have that Kamala wants so bad? Joe and Kamala promised to make America green. They can't do that without strip mining Africa for all it's worth. Africa's rich with minerals, key minerals, the ones Biden needs to build electric car batteries, turbines, and solar panels. So Joe sent Kamala to Africa with the bag. The vice president showed up on Sunday with a big smile and a check for $100 million. She told him it was to fight extremists. I didn't know there were Republicans in Ghana. And they happily took the bribe, I mean the check. But what are we getting for it? Africa's precious natural resources, of course. Everything to power the Green New Deal with. Is Kamala Harris the black face of American colonialism? Well, she's there for the lithium and cobalt, the mother lodes in the Congo, and it's mined by children as young as 4.
They're digging in trenches and laboring in lakes, hunting for treasure in a playground from hell. Hard enough for an adult man, unthinkable for a child. And yet tens of thousands of Congolese kids are involved in every stage of mining for cobalt. At barely 10 years old, children lug heavy sacks of cobalt to be washed in rivers.
Without child labor, there's no electric cars, no solar panels. The Green New Deal's built on the back of African kids. It isn't a secret. It's been widely reported for years. Mining in Africa is dangerous and unregulated. Just this weekend, a gold mine collapsed on a group of Africans. The Biden White House knows this is going exactly where they think it is. They don't want to stop it. They want to exploit it. So Kamala showed up in Africa with cash bribes to keep the children mining. Biden always makes Kamala do his dirty work, but I didn't see pillaging African villages coming. Biden sent 5 top officials to Africa since he took office, along with $55 billion. And the president himself is planning a trip there later this year. This is a full-court press by the Biden White House. Have you ever seen them this coordinated before? Usually they're never on the same page. But with Africa, they all know the mission. Plunder every inch of Africa until every American child rides an electric school bus. And they call Republicans racist. Did Trump ransack Africa for minerals? I don't think so. I thought the left says they hated colonizers. Remember how they reacted when the Queen died?
There is now an understanding of how much money the royal family may have made from slavery, their involvement in sort of colonialism.
Was ushered in by the colonized, not by the colonizer.
Kamala gets a pass because she shatters. She's not the only one colonizing Africa. China has spent $155 billion in Africa over the last 20 years. So they get the first dibs on all the minerals. China called their pillaging the Belt and Road Initiative. Well, guess what? That same project paid the Biden family millions. So Biden's making money on the front and the back end here. Maybe the president's smarter than we give him credit for. He's a double agent for China and America and makes Kamala get her hands dirty.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.